Hi everybody, this is Shayla, and you probably watched my video about how Vodafone Australia have made many Samsung phones completely obsolete. They just blocked, just out of that. So, many people bought a phone, paid for the phone, and Vodafone just decided to block the phone. On the previous video, I share all the details of what happened. I shared the models of my phones, everything. So in case you missed that video, I will tell you, the basics. So pretty much in the past 3 months, since October, Vodafone Australia blocked not just one, but 3 of my phones. I have them here. It's a bit too heavy to hold them. Hold on. So, I found out that apparently someone, unfortunately, tried to call 000, the phone didn't work, Telstra failed, and this person died because this person could not reach out to 000. And because of that, apparently Telstra found an issue with the Samsung phones that could not make 000 calls. Just because someone in this country decided to put 5G everywhere, so some phones are not compatible with the 5G system, and apparently they use the 5G system to call emergency. Now, since emergency is so important, why do you roll over a system that is incompatible to most people's phones? And then the next thing I read, it got me even more furious. Apparently 500,000 phones got, blocked, just like that. So apparently, listen to this. They blocked about 500,000 phones because they cannot make 000 calls. So for people's safety, they block their phones. Do you understand that? Who is the person in the dumb mind who makes such a decision? So all those people who cannot call 000 anymore, they can't even call a friend. If they are unwell, if they are sad, if they are depressed, if they just need to talk to someone, call a job, anything at all, emergency, everything, any communication, these people cannot talk to anyone. What is safe about that? And yes, I'm screaming, I am furious. Who made this decision? What kind of dumb person makes such a decision? For safety, there is nothing safe in blocking people from making a phone call. And you know what? A lot of people watching this or who saw my post doesn't even know what's happening because they have Apple. Good on you for having an Apple. Because Samsung is dead. And and I always been a proud Samsung girl. I love my Samsung, So I have Samsung, and they're not the latest model. I'm not the person who get latest model, hence why they're blocked, So I like my older models. I don't need all that AI. I don't need a bunch of apps, I like to take photos and, make videos, as you see. I make a lot of content. So I like to make photos and make videos. That's it. So, but they are older, and I like them. They are good phones. Just because something is the latest model doesn't make that like, oh, is that much better? No, old phones are good. Now, who made this decision? How come the Australian government allows such a thing to get done? For safety, there is nothing safe about blocking people's phones. Imagine older people. A lot of older people, their eyes don't even work. They know technology. They wouldn't even know what the message means, they wouldn't even comprehend, or they might not even be able to read. And then if they have an emergency, guess what? They cannot even call a friend. Yes, I am furious. I am bloody furious. This is not safe. And yes, I'm going to share this video everywhere. And if you're watching this and have a Samsung, you got blocked, or you know someone, you share this video. Because yes, one person died because he couldn't call 000. And guess what? This is much more dangerous because now people cannot call anyone. Over 500,000 people cannot call anyone. And do you think people have money just like that to go and buy another phone? Do you think so? No. There is inflation on top of everything. People don't have spare money to throw away in the bin to buy another phone just because the government decided that your phone is not good enough anymore. Yes, I am furious. And you should be as well. Even if you have an iPhone, imagine someone you love could probably drop dead, or be very unwell and unable to communicate to anyone because the government decided to, approve this bullshit to block people's phone. So yeah, someone you love might be, in a very tough situation. When I woke up 2 days ago and my phone could not make a call, I panicked because I had emergency things I had to deal with and I couldn't make a call on my phone. There is nothing safe about that. So whoever did that, and Samsung should just, tell the Australian government to stop this bullshit. And Vodafone and all the networks should not do such a thing. Whoever drops that because they can't reach a friend, it's on you. You are all murderers for blocking people's phone. Get it? I will stop here. Make sure you share this message. And people have to stop accepting immoral rules. Just because the government say that it's good for you, it's not. Doesn't mean that it's good for you. Do you really think it's good for you or your elderly, people? I have a lot of friends, elderly, neighbors, former neighbors, and I check on them when my first phone got blocked. Lucky they had Apple, So whoever has an Apple phone is actually safe. And it is not an advertisement for Apple. As mentioned, I've been a Samsung girl for many years, so I'm very, very, very upset. But make sure, if you can reach out to, your loved, people, your dear friends who are elderly, if you can reach out to them on the phone, try to knock on their door. Get someone to go and knock on the door because they probably cannot reach out anyone and they probably don't even know what's happening. And that is absolutely disgusting that the government have done this. Thank you for watching. Here we go. I got it. 3 phones. Boom! Completely made obsolete by Vodafone Australia. Now, after I've made this video, I also posted on Instagram to share with people what's happening because I wanted to find out what happened and make people aware to stop buying Samsung Vodafones and stop signing up with Vodafone because this is an absolute disrespect to consumers to just, block your phone like that. And then I had a few friends telling me about how they block the phones because some of these models, they cannot make 000 calls anymore. I was like, okay, I went to the Vodafone shop and to ask in person to show my phones and to find out what was happening because it's doesn't make sense. They are perfect good phones. One of these is an S Note 9. It's a good phone. It's about 5 years tops. It's a really good phone. Another one is a Samsung S20 FE, which is also a very good phone. The other one's a bit older. It's an A20. It's a bit older, that one, maybe 7, 8 years old, but works perfectly. In case you're wondering why I have so many phones, this older one on the black, that has been my phone for a longer time. And it's where my contacts are, how you have your contacts. But then once you get a new phone, it's such a hassle to change the contacts. So I kept that phone with the SIM card as a source for internet and to make calls since everything was saved. Once I got the FE, the one in pink, I tried to back up the contacts through the Google sign up, whatever, but everything's so really messed up. And I was like, okay, I will keep using the FE for my main Instagram, as you know, Sheila Quadra. And then the black one would be the source and it would be for text messages to talk with my friends. But then I got the washing machine and then I bought this one online, the S Note, Note 9. for the washing machine. When you want watching these, you manage social media, you understand. It's just they mess up with your account if you keep logging in for the same phone. It's be complicated. Also, I travel, so I was using this one in the UK and this one, for my Australian WhatsApp, and that one still was the source of the money. So this one, the black one, have been where the credit was. Because the black one is the oldest, that was the first one they blocked in October. But funny enough, no, they actually blocked both. The pink one as well. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I had the third one, and I know it's probably getting too confusing, I'm sorry. But in case you wonder why I have 3 phones. And then I kept using this one, which has been really stressful because my contacts are still in the black one. When someone sends me a message on this one, I have to go to the back one, to the other one, to find out who is a person trying to reach out to me, so I can reply to the messages accordingly. And I was like, okay, on my to-do list, I will back up my numbers to this one, since the other two die. I can use them for social media. It can connect through, Wi-Fi, but no SIM card works on it anymore. Like, they just debilitated. They say phone not allowed for calls. I shared the message with you. I share what it says on another video. I'll tell you exactly what it says. I'll show it to you. So, phone not allowed for voice. That's what they do. So they don't allow to make a phone call with these phones anymore. So what happened? And of course, and then I've been getting these messages, your phone will get blocked from the 7th of January. And I'm like, what? I already had 2 phones blocked. You cannot dare to block another phone. Like, I don't have time for this. I work very long hours. I work a lot. I think most Australians work a lot. It's very expensive to live in this country. So, like, I don't have time to deal with phones, to think about this. Please do not do this. But guess what? They did it. They blocked my phone. And I am furious. So now what happened, I started to search more just this afternoon, trying to figure out why some idiots made such a dumb choice to just block phones, say, oh, you can't use your phone because you can make an emergency call. So I found out, hold on,